Hey folks, it's time for another stream with the good pal Crucible. Hope you've all been doing well. We have a lot of stuff to go through this stream. We have a massive sized battle news, as it's a new season and era coming up. We have lots of cool things there. Just shout out on the chat if there's something wrong. I'm pretty sure you should be hearing me fine. And you should see me. So anyway, without further ado, I think we'll be heading pretty much straight into the battle news. We'll get that done. There was supposed to be a question in the sign up form as to whether you would like to then see, because obviously we have a few new units coming up, and I was going to ask in the sign up form whether you wanted to see them in action on the screen like we have now with the normal game there. If you do want to see that, then just shout out in the chat yes or no, and I'll see if I can kind of get a general gist of what the what folks most want. So if you want that, we'll go through that. It'll take maybe about 5 minutes, not much more than that, just to go through them all. You see them in action and so on. But anyway, without further ado, let's pop up the battle news, and there's some interesting stuff to show. Of course we want, yeah, see. Let's see. So first off, obviously, Fury of the Elements. The Storm Wagon is incoming, and it will be taking place of the Winter Wagon. How the Winter Wagon is currently available, and the Winter Wagon will then be joining the Festival of Veils Wagon, and so they will continue as they have done up until now. And the Storm Wagon, what does the Storm Wagon contain? Well, let's see. First of all, there's the Storm Guard. It's a common unit. Action is Order, and it does have one single immunity at the moment. It can always be balanced, but at the moment its immunity is Stun. So basically it's Electrifying Group, which they throw spears that are charged with lightning, and they'll knock back enemy. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see, what else do we have? We have the Earth Wardens, again a common unit, construct faction this time. Immunities are Stun, Physical Forces, and Plague. Anyway, this is a sturdy frontline unit, and the main impact it has is when it dies. So basically, it'll turn into a statue, and it then prevents, at least from that point, enemies advancing. So if you have a nice wall of these, he can build a nice wall. Anyway, but they're only a statue for a short time, not the whole match. Ah yes, 10 seconds. 10 seconds is how long the statue is there. Then continuing on, Tide Shaman, common unit, nature faction. Immunities are Plague and Mind Control. Basically what this guy does is he conjures up an orb of water. It's a big ball of water, and it passes through the battlefield, and basically it will heal your units but damage the enemy, which is cool. So that should be interesting. It's a very interesting unit, and it looks cool as well. Let's see, then we have the Thunderstone. It's a rare unit, it's a construct. It has lots of immunities: freeze, burn, plague, mind control, stun, physical forces, slowing effects. Slowing effects, well, yeah, it doesn't really move too much. So anyway, it's basically, it's an ancient stone that senses battle around it. What it means is that when enemies are close and there's battling, it will summon forth lightning, and it will strike, and it will do damage. It's damage. What else do we have? Oh, Wind Reaver. This is another interesting unit. It's a rare unit, Chaos faction. Immunities are Stun, physical effects, slowing effects. Basically, it's a unit that bends air, and what it does there is it basically pulls enemy units from in front of it, and then claws and shreds it. So that's interesting unit. Looks very cool as well. Wow, cool. Like kind of like feathers on the arms and nice big talons, claws. New units is all you guys doing? Oh, we're doing a lot more than just new units. Let's see. Shall pop one. There we go. Anti-Viper, you now have more powers. Let's continue with the battle news. I was distracted by a small YouTube action I had to do. So, and then we have another dragon. With some mythic unit, obviously. Nature, immunities are freeze, burn, plague, mind control, stun, physical forces, slowing effects, so pretty much all of them. It's a magnificently big beast, and it's got lightning in its breath. It's got, the breath is so strong it pushes enemies away, and then it has the melee attack as well. It is an interesting unit. It's big and bad. Nice friend to go with the Frost Dragon. So what's up out? What's up? Let's see. We've got quite a few new power stones as well. I shall bring up. I've got a list of more of what they do. There's just so much information. I decided not to put it in as text, but I will go through them. So, offensive power stones. We have damage 1. This is for season 1, by the way. So we have damage 1, critical strike 1. Then we have leech, which is a common, and it is a brand new power stone. And what the leech does, it comes in 4 tiers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it will heal 5%, 10%, 15%, or 20% of direct damage done by this unit. So when the unit that uses a power stone attacks and does damage, it will be healed by that percentage. It'll also work with ranged projectiles and so on. So it's a cool power stone. Then there's a bleed, and obviously season 1 will have bleed 1. And what this one does, it's a rare power stone. It will deal damage to the target and causes it to bleed. And the target will then bleed by 0.1 or 0.2% of max health. And this power stone comes in 1 and 2 tiers. So 0.1 or 0.2 of max health every 3 seconds. And it can stack. And it can stack indefinitely. And I believe it then continues till the end of the battle. These are for the next era, though, right? Yeah, these are for the next era, which starts next Monday with season 1. Pretty soon. Moving on, defensive power stones. Protection 1 common has been reworked. Let's see what that means. Reduces all melee damage, so it's into the melee. Reduces all melee damage taken by 25%, 30, 35, or 40, depending on what tier it is. 4 tiers. Cover 1. So the cover power stone comes in 4 tiers as well. Common power stone as well. Reduces all ranged damage taken by 25, 30, 35, or 40%. Then we have resist conditions 1, unique power stone, reworked. So effects of all conditions are diminished by 40%, 60, 80, and 100. And that is it. It is now a common power stone. Then we go on. Stone Skin 1. But we have a lot of these. Let's see. Stone Skin 1. This again, it comes in 2 rarities. Stone Skin 1 and 2. It's a rare power stone. Unique, so you can only use one of them. One source cannot deal more damage. One source cannot deal more damage than 75 or 45% of its unit's maximum health to it. It's an interesting power stone, that one. And we have the Last Stand. Let's see, the Last Stand power stone. It is mythic. Damage that would kill this unit instead brings it down to 1 health and makes it immune to all damage 1.5 seconds. Can only trigger once per battle. So it's kind of, as it says, it's a last stand. Extra time to do stuff for 1.5 seconds. Moving on, movement power stone, speed 1, common, charge 1, common. That's a new one again. What this one does is it increases movement speed by the unit by 55, 70, 85, or 100% until it attacks. So that's an interesting one. 4 tiers on that again. And we have dash 1, that's a common. Again, 4 tiers for this one. After attacking or being attacked, this unit moves 55, 70, 85, or 100% faster for 1 second. So it gives a little boost after attacking or being attacked. And then we have the slow power stone, and it has been reworked, and it is now a rare power stone. And unique. You can only use one of them, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's been always before. Hit 50 likes. Excellent. We got 50 likes. We're going to be popping up the quiz for that after the battle news. The quiz is a question on what army we're going to be fighting today in the fight night. So we'll get to that once we get through the battle news. Won't stop this. We're on roll here. So range power stones, we got aim, and then we have blast. Blast power stone, 4 tiers of that. If the target of the attack is in range of 6 units or less, the damage of the attack is increased by 20, 30, 40, or 50%. So if you get in close, you get extra damage. Then we have reach 1 rare. That is an old one, yes. Accuracy 1, unique, rare. Let's see. Accuracy 1 increases ranged attack projectile speed by 100 or 200%. 2 tiers in that. So projectile speed is increased. And then we have finally the ability power stones. We have enhance 1 rare, supercharge 1 rare, and that is a new one. It comes in 2 tiers. Increases ability potency by 25 and 50%. But the bonus diminishes 5% per second. You get a good bonus, but then it starts to wear off. And then we have Resurrect, unique. Unique Power Stone. It is also mythic. When this unit dies, it is resurrected with 100% health. It can only trigger once per battle. Whoa! Now that's an interesting one. That is a very interesting one. How would that work with, say, battle wagons, say with clone power stone, say with all sorts of stuff. Wow, that's kind of cool. Anyway, moving on. Those were the power stones for the next season. There are a few more which we haven't mentioned here, brand new ones, but they're not coming in on season 1. So we'll be going through those in another a couple weeks in the next stream. Let's head on forwards. Balance changes. Phoenix attacks now considered as ranged damage instead of melee. That's something that's been asked for quite a bit. So you should be happy with that, except DVD cover. Oh, are you kidding me? Not sure what you think I'm kidding with, but okay. Spiritual generator. It has a bug. It's been fixed. The barrier now correctly becomes stronger on each consumed corpse, which can stack indefinitely. So, has not been working correctly, but now it shall start to work correctly. Barrier base health is also decreased from 2,750 per consumed corpse. Celestial Spear base health is decreased from 7,500 to 5,000. Celestial Spear, yeah, okay. So yeah, decreased. And then we have R31NO, or Reno. Bug fix can now utilize the reload power stone. So we will be getting Reno actually attacking quite a lot faster. Then we have more balance changes. Endless March. Marchers now gain 1% damage reduction for each friendly Endless March unit alive. Base health decreased from 2,500 to 1,000. Maximum amount of units per group decreased from 12 to 10. This is also one nerf that has been asked for quite a bit. Endless March has been very, very powerful. Just looking at the chat, Reno fixed, but we don't have reload next time. I'm not sure if we do, at least not in season 1. We do not have reload. Possibly in the later seasons. We'll have to see. Then the frost damage, bug fix, breath attack can now benefit from power stones that increase the chances of burn and freeze conditions. And then finally, this one's taken a while. The Troll Giant's Toe. Bug fix. Main effect can now correctly reactivate during a battle. And the first attunement effect. So the boost to the health can now activate to more than one unit at a time. That was a tricky one to get sorted out. But finally, it has been sorted out. So we'll be seeing more of the Troll Giant's Toe artifact in play. Other changes: fixed the visual issue that caused Monster Hunter's shield to become detached when the new unit was thrown in the air. And fixed an audio issue that caused Endless March to sound silent. Now, the fan art event we ran for a little over a week. Here are the top 5. The prizes for the fan art. They will be sent out tomorrow. And here's one of them. These aren't in any particular order. This one is actually quite nice. I do like this one. By Ziliana. And the next one, we have Breather sent us in a very fine Untamed Beast. And then John, that's a very nice giant toad there. Very nice indeed. And Trushiska. Now that is an interesting Death Knight. See. What did the shirts say? They say, no boyfriend, no problem. That's a nice one. And then we have Visker with a nice short comic. With Death Knight and the Paladin. I believe they were sisters, weren't they? I'm not sure if they were. I can't remember. And then we have some honorable mentions as well. There are a few there. So that is interesting. So those were the fan arts there. And I'm just having a look here. The quiz. We shall be having the quiz in just a moment, as we have. Actually, I'm kind of a little disappointed because I think we missed one quite important item in the news. We did in fact miss one very important item in the news. This was, for some reason I left it out. But this is a big one, and this is something you've been asking for quite a long time. It has to do with the Power Stones. And what it is, at the end of the Fury of the Elements era, so the next era, not this era, but at the end of the next era, and all the eras following after that, all obtained Power Stones at the end of the era will be converted to gold. Now, how's that? What does that sound like? Regardless if they're attached to any units or not, commons grant 10 gold, rares grant 25 gold, and mythics grant 100 gold per Power Stone. However, there is a little catch. There is a maximum. Obviously, there has to be a maximum. And the maximum that will be reimbursed is 25,000 gold. I see there's quite a lot of reactions on the chat there. Yeah, that's something. Will it start on Monday? No, it well, kind of, but no, you won't. The power stones you have now won't be reimbursed. It's a part of the new build which is coming out on Monday. So this will work at the end of the Fury of the Elements era. So not this era. What? No way. Soup's on point. Yeah, that's way. So anyway, that's something pretty cool. And sorry that I didn't have that in the news. It's unfortunate. Anyway, that was it for the battle news. Let's get that battle news out of there. There we go. So anyway, the quiz, not that, this. The quiz that I'm going to be dropping now is basically, and I'll give you a few moments to answer that while I finish off the fight night list so we can get fighting. 25,000 kind of low. Well, not really. You can count out how many power stones that would take. For instance, slow power stones. But anyway, you can't complain. It's extra gold. I think it's pretty cool. So anyway, let's see the first quiz. Where do I have all my links? Quiz number 1 is dropping in a few moments. I have to explain it first though. The quiz will be asking which army you want me to fight against you. There are 2 choices. Number 1, the new one. This is the new layout that you can see on the screen now. Okay? You see the layout? It's pretty powerful. Let's see if we can, there we go. There you can see some of the levels that we have there, 120 to 130. We have Endless March. There's a few routes in there. We have the Stormcaller in the middle there, surrounded by Chaos Archers, surrounded by Hammer Throwers. There's a little freezing trap there to stop any pesky little assassins. And then we have a Blessed Bombot. That is the new one. And so the quiz is, do you want this one? Or do you want the old one? This is from a few streams ago. It's been tweaked a little. When I say tweaking, then I do mean level upping. So it's quite a bit more powerful. And so basically that is the question. Which do you want? Old one or new one? Pretty weak. Pretty weak? Pretty weak? What's weak? Which one's weak? Which one's weak? Still got over 1,000 units upgrade. Huh? Well, okay, so anyway, the quiz is dropping in just a moment. I'll get that for you, and you can get answering the first quiz. There's the first quiz. Hope you added 2 range stones to your HT. Hammer throwers. Ooh. Well, I think they're the same hammer throwers on both. Let's see, what have I done? Yeah, there's reach 2 on all of them. And double reach 2. You changed your mind. Yeah, answer the quiz. The quiz is there. Quiz is there. I'll pop it up again. The quiz is there. Go answer the quiz. Don't answer here. Answer the quiz. Open it. Open the form. Open the form and answer there. I'm not going to be going through the chat as to new one or old one, but anywho, we'll leave that to churn for a while. Where is copy battle tag feature? That's an interesting feature. That would be an interesting feature. That would make it easy. As long as you remember to put the @ sign in front. The @ sign, the one that's in emails, for instance. Something at whatever.com. That @ sign needs to go in there. Quite a few don't get that. Either your player tag is without that sign, or then that sign is, for instance, for some reason, a capital C. Not a big problem. I can fix it on the fly, but that's that. So anyway, there's been also HT is still too close to I didn't change the layout. The old one, the old one, that's just that's what I had then. I was thinking, you know, old, new. Range on your hammer throws this time. Yes, there's range on the hammer throws this time. Try out new things. The sign up form is now closing as promised. And I shall now copy the rest. we have 326 contestants in the fight nights, or fight night. So that's quite a lot. Doubt whether we'll get through them all. There are so many here that don't have the @ sign. It's actually, it just takes a little bit of extra time. There we have a capital B instead of that sign. We have a capital C as instead of the @ sign. I don't know, is that sign like kind of outdated? It's from like emails and stuff. So maybe folks aren't just used to using the @ sign. See, I think, well, that player tag is just way too short. Way too short. Should be perfect. No, what did I do there? Ooh, it's lucky they have this Control Z, undo. Otherwise, the fight night would have been very short. Right, we have, that's ready. Let's select Crucible's minions. Win gold, we have 500. Draw 250, and loss or no battle is 100. Just to remind you guys, another quiz out. Well, how many likes do we have? I don't know. Let's check that in a minute. Basically, the lost gold, 100 gems you get if you lose or you don't get to battle. They come once the fight night ends. The win and the draw gems and gems for losses, they come immediately as the battle's done. Gems for the quizzes and gems for the fan art competition, they will be sent tomorrow. So, should be the lineup on your first stream. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, we've got, those are ready. 500, 250, 100. Add participants. Oh, that's a lot of participants. Now we shall save it. Shuffle. And then we are live. Start the event, yes. Okay. And then we'll see. How have you guys answered? Which are we going for? We are going for the new one. Most definitely we're going for the new one. 74.4% are requesting the new army. So without further ado, swap that over. We have the new army here. The levels seem pretty good. Everything seems pretty good. I think we're on a winner here. We're on a winner one here. So, and for the artifacts, we didn't go through those. We have the standard of the ancient defender. Then we have the Ring of Unity, And then we have the Pendant of Everlasting Winter. And let's hope that it's now running. Why did I collect those? I don't know. It's good to collect them. Aww. Why? I wonder, is the screen frozen? Yes, it is. This is an issue I had earlier. And this is an issue that was possibly going to mean that the stream would not run. Because it is a problem if we don't see battle. Well, now that's a shame. My first technical hiccup during the stream. Let's see now. Capture device, it's set. It should be that. For some reason, it is not. No. Let's try to do it again. The problems of technology. Oh dear. Why would it start acting up now? That's what I want to know. Well, this is no good. Let's see. Did you try unplugging and plugging it back in? I did. You know, I did that. I did that. Anyway, I shall just try to quickly recreate the whole thing. Shouldn't take me more than just a very quick little short moment. Create a new one. Oh dear. Maybe take out the cartridge and blow on it. Yep, we're going to be back in just a few minutes. Hang in there. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, are we back? I hope we are. I sure hope we're back. I'm just getting all my screens back open again. All the screens back open. Let's get the chat back open. Looks as though we are back. And we have a functioning screen again. And I can see the chat again. Now we have to go check if the fight night is still running. And then, well, now we have the right army selected. Now we have the fight night open again. Let's see, running events. We are running, and it is still going. And so, without further ado, Alshkop is off first, so we have the correct list. We're going. Oh dear. Oh dear. So, do we have any more viewers left? Do we have any more viewers? 105 watching, so it might be a little dip. So, anyway, we have 104 likes. We can indeed drop the next, whatchamacallit, quiz. Let's see now. Where are all my quizzes? I've now lost everything. I had a nice notepad and everything with all my links ready. There we go. And let's get a new link. There we go. Quiz number 2. There we go. Quiz number 2 is now available. Quiz number 1, as it has asked, is now closing. We still had 75.3 people. Can we play the game on a Mac? If there are any emulators for the Mac, Android emulators, then sure. So you can play on an iOS device, but I'm not 100% sure how it works on then a Mac, if you can or not. But I suppose if you get an emulator, then you play the Android version on a Mac. I don't know. That is actually something I do not know. If iOS games can be played on a Mac. Somebody who knows a lot about Macs, shout out. There we go. Let's just check that this is now running nicely. Yes, nice. Here we go. What is my win rate? 25% at the moment. Oh dear. Well, that's a defeat for me. So anyway. So yeah, so we'll now back into Fight Night. After the technical hiccup, caused us a little bit of time. Little bit of wasted time. Now we just hope that this doesn't freeze. This actually happened to me earlier today when I was getting ready for the stream, about maybe half an hour to an hour before the stream. The screen all of a sudden just stopped like it did, and then just wouldn't continue. It just froze. And so now, yet again, I've had to restart everything, and then it just starts working again, but without a restart of absolutely everything. So the desktop computer, the iPad, the capture card, everything. Did anyone see Zoom fight yet? We haven't seen very many people fight yet because there was a technical hiccup. I don't know. I mean, is it the capture card or is it Windows, or is it the streaming program, or is it the iPad, or one of the cables? Might swap out all the cables. That's one easy thing that can be done. Victory! Knew my army could do something. So yeah. Next quiz at 150 likes. Well, that was lucky. This is one of the many kind of scenes or layouts that I had made earlier today, and then while I was trying to get it working again now. So it's lucky I randomly chose a scene from a few weeks ago with updated background but with the right text. 150 likes for the next quiz. Anyway, but there are lots of new cool things coming on the way. This was just one of the neat things that was made. The refund to Power Stones when era changes, but not this era. Next era. Yeah. So. Wow, that technical issue kind of it threw me off a bit now. What are we doing? What are we doing? Victory for me again. Yeah, the drummer will die fast, so he can't really defend himself. Let me just check while we're here. I mean, do I have this quiz 3 ready? I mean, we're going to be at 150 likes pretty soon, aren't we? We're at 112. We'll do the quiz anyway near the end. I mean, I have to do it. Yes, I do have quiz 3. It's ready. Oh no, Mr. Undercover Anonymous, you forgot to sign up. Well, next time. I have a feeling we won't be getting through all the signups, especially as we had that hiccup. And as this is now the second time this has happened today, I'm worried that's going to happen again. Hopefully not. We'll see. We'll see when the screen freezes. With the huge diversity in Power Stones this coming era, will the quantity of Power Stone drops increase? Quantity of drops? There's no change to any rewards and such, if that's what you mean. All rewards and the amounts that are in the rewards, there's no change to those. One of the reasons why there are changes, why some of the old Power Stones were slightly updated, and then new Power Stones coming in, it gives a bigger pool to choose from. And so what that means is you won't always then get the situation where you have a huge amount of something. Quite often folks complain that they have a zillion slow Power Stones but then hardly any of something else. Usually that's something else that they'd prefer to have their rare or mythic Power Stones, so you're automatically going to have less of those anyway. Victory again! And then just the pure fact that slow Power Stones, you don't really use them on too many things. Well, it depends actually on the meta. I mean, sometimes there were situations where you'd want to slow down a bomb bot. I use slow Power Stones quite often if I'm using the Blessed Bomb bot, because that's something that you don't want to rush forward always. And then what else do you use the slow Power Stone? The Death Knight. I don't know. Does everybody else use the slow Power Stone on the Death Knight? At least when I've sometimes done kind of swarms and stuff with the Death Knight Chaos armies to get lots of skeletons done. I find if you don't slow that Death Knight down, then she has a tendency of barging in and kind of like getting to the front line and then getting killed a bit too quick. I don't know. I have 68 slow stones. Yeah, so that was my point. So yeah, you get the slow power stones. If there's a power stone that's not used much, then it's going to sit in your inventory. Other common power stones you tend to change and swap out, and then they you get new rarities as the seasons progress. But the slow power stone, that's it. There's slow and that's it. It used to be slow 1 and 2, but I think at the moment then it's pretty much just slow. And slow. What you get there then is every season you're getting the same amount of the slow power stone, but as the season progresses, other power stones you get the tier 2 and 3 and 4. And so if you actually bunch all those up together and you count all the ones that you haven't used yet, so if you go and make a spreadsheet and you follow what you get, then you'll notice then you don't really get many more of the slow power stones than the other common power stones. So yes, Soup's on point using naughty words there. The gold is nice. It is nice. Extra gold is always nice. Obviously, some people say, well, not enough gold. Well, some folks are never happy. I don't know. I think just any extra gold that's out there and available is cool. I think 25,000 as, you know, like a one-off injection into your inventory, then that's cool. So Flint, I have 261 slow stones. Yeah, that's a lot. But on average, any other common power stone you have, if you count up all the tiers that you've gotten over the era and count up the ones that you've already used and lost from the inventory, then you'll probably figure out that you'll have somewhere near enough to about the same figure as that one. So at least you should, though. RNG can be a pain sometime. Victory! Too much gold, need more elixirs. That's a funny thing. It depends on where you are in the game. Early on in the game, you're starved for gold, maybe. Later in the game, you're starved for shards. So it changes over the span of the ranks. You also have 48 reloads. But you see, reloads, that's a mythic power stone. You're not going to have as many mythic power stones as commons. Yeah. Buy elixirs for gold. Yeah. Buy elixirs with the Eternite. Good idea. I have lots of Eternite. Saeed. Ooh. I'll be surprised if I win. I don't... Oh. Ooh, that was actually quite close when you think about it. Auto spin bug or not? It depends. That was a quick victory. What was that? I missed that. KLG. Oh, there's going to be the Devourer. Well, unless these Risens don't take out all of my ranged army, then I'll be able to take care of the Devourer quite easily. But they look as though I've been swamped. Not looking good for me. But anyway, yeah, there was a question, auto spin bug or not. Guess you mean Crucible beefs up his armies too much. It's supposed to be a challenge. Is there quiz number 2? I thought I posted quiz number 2. Didn't I post quiz number 2? I have a lot of responses for quiz number 2. Scroll up and you should find quiz number 2. I'll see if I can. Oh, I found it. I had a notepad with all the links ready. There's quiz number 2 again. But anyway, yeah, so somebody was saying bug or not auto spin. So I suppose you mean the fact that when you're auto spinning, then it stops now and then. Mine's not stopping now. I mean, we can get through the whole couple hundred auto spins in one fight night easily without it stopping maybe a couple times. Basically, usually it will stop for Royal Shipment and the Express. But once you've gotten through those, then they won't pop up for a good many hours. I mean, they only come up a few times a day each, if I remember correctly. So once you get those, and they'll usually pop up quite early. So if like you wake up in the morning and you start the game, you get them within a few minutes of spinning. And once they're done, then you should have a nice long stretch of spinning. The spinning should not stop for the season path rewards, but I do believe it will stop for the rank path rewards. But if it is stopping for any other reasons, then after 10 win auto spin stops. I don't see that. We've done now 26 auto spins. It's not stopped yet. The worst thing that can happen now is that the whole screen stops again, and then we have to go through all the rebooting malarkey and everything, and fingers crossed, and does it work? I don't know. Next stream I'll have to set up a different iPad and see if it's the iPad that's causing issues. I do know that I updated my iPad just a few days ago. There was an update of something. Auto spin stops at earning stone at the end of path reward. I'm pretty sure should not happen. If that is happening, then that I think we actually have. Might be an ongoing issue at the moment. Yep, I'll get that verified tomorrow. Yeah, somebody else mentioning the same thing at the stones at the end. Oh, I'll get that verified and looked into. I'm pretty sure that's already one task. Someone go get the remaining 30 likes. What do you mean someone? Some 30 people go get the remaining likes. Oh dear. Oh, that reminds me. A special shout out to the one and only Randu, who's got a birthday today. I don't know if he's here. He's not. I don't think he's at least being very active in chat. So, shout out. Happy birthday, Randu. For folks who don't know, Randu has some very nice Battle Legion videos on YouTube, showing very interesting layouts and some cool and now and then some pretty funny layouts. So worth going having a look. Is new skin bundle buyable for Eternats on the horizon? I believe so. There are new cosmetic packs in the works, and I believe they are for the Eternites. Oh, there we go. Yep, hi Randu. Nearly forgot, but then I just remembered. It was in the notepad that I lost a moment ago, so wonder what else was in that notepad. Windows asked me if I want to save. It was stopping the restart and decided to go for time. Wanted to do it quick, so go ahead and close that notepad. The hack is actually doing pretty well. Oh, that's it. Yeah, there's no way I'm beating that. What a mess. Oh. If that was actually quite close. Elf Hunter. Elf Hunter. Should have had I should have had the Monster Hunter with the Santa skin. Elf Hunter. Well, that'd be a bit odd. Santa going hunting elves. Quicker auto spin on presses at interval. Yeah. Doesn't that defeat the auto spin idea that you have to tap and do stuff? I mean, then you could just tap and spin, you know? Randu has a comp to win this one without runes. You mean without artifacts or without power stones? I don't know. Has Randu battled yet? I don't know. No. All my lists are missing now because they all shut down when I did the reboot. So I don't know. What I do know is that we are fighting Samori in position number 35. As we had 300 and something entered in, we're probably not going to get to the very end. We're already 5 minutes past 7. And we were supposed to look at the new units at some point as well. Is that something you want to do kind of as an interval now or at the end of the stream? Maybe we'll have a look at them at the end of the stream. Power Stone. Yeah, we went through that. The Power Stone bar full, it stops the auto spin. Yeah, we'll have to make sure that's something we are looking into. Yep. With the increase in variety with Power Stones, an option to reroll them at the moment they are acquired would be nice. Same rarity as before, so earn slow stone attempt rerolls to get a common. Yeah, Yeah, it would be an interesting system. I tried, I had 490 XP and win around. Now I see the Power Stone was coming and now I have to tap on the screen to get... Yeah. I believe you guys, I believe you. My auto spin only stops when I get a new chest. Aha! Doder. I have a feeling, as long as I... Oh dear. That monster hunter is going to plow through everything because all I have is ranged at the moment. Good for Doder. Oh. That was actually quite good. What happened there is he was frozen now and then, obviously. One reroll each, otherwise it gets silly. Glad I brought this up and thought it must be just my game being weird. No, and it wasn't always like that. It started doing that at some point now, obviously. Anyway, who's up next? Whisker. Whisker. I wonder. What is Whisker going to do? Oh. That catapult can be devastating now and then. So can the Stormcaller. That was a good try, Whisker. Unfortunately, not enough. Yeah, Monster Hunter frozen by Pendant. That is the Monster Hunter's Achilles heel. If you have the pendant and it procs and gets Monster Hunter frozen, then hopefully you've got a ranged unit or something nearby to take him out. Atro Energizer. Yes, again, you might be late, but watch your language. Remember 1,000 auto spins. Yeah, I think it was possible at one point to do that. I think Ulthur's army had yeah, the 999. It was permanently at that because it was actually something a lot higher, and the game will just show the maximum of 999. Honey Viper, should I remember? No, I think that's actually YouTube that's grabbing those language issues pretty quick. So you can just leave them like that and they should be fine. How new Endless March damage reduction works. I wait the stream for Christmas. Yeah, I can imagine that could then make you quite mad. What about an endless April? Endless April. Feels like it's an endless winter this year. We have a lot of snow here in Finland. And it just keeps on coming! So much. Let me have a quick look. Somebody asked about the change to the Endless March. Let me see if I can get any extra details. any extra details to it. Because there was indeed, there is a change. A balance change to the Endless March. Let's see, what did the upcoming patch notes say about it? Marchers now gain 1% damage reduction for each friendly Endless March unit alive. Did that help? If I will have, for example, 5 Endless March, will they have 5% damage reduction? Yes, I believe it'll be then 5%. Yep. Anyway, let's close that. Let's see. I think that was, yeah. Yeah, I would have to say that that is exactly how it works. So if you have 5 Endless March, then they will get 5% damage reduction. Very positive that is exactly how it works. Catapults really have vendetta against the hammer throwers. Yeah. Again, we have the monster hunter there coming in. It's going to vanquish everything unless my pendant gets him. If it does, then it won't take the hammer throws long to get rid of him. Or, well, there went my Stormcaller. Oh, he was frozen for a moment there. Mom, pendant. Get him frozen. Those roots really slow down those eternal champions. Nice. I think I won. Ah, victory. I didn't have many units left there. Endless March spam might be ultra strong. Yeah, well, remember, the Endless March did get a nerf as well. Already closed. Oh dear. Oh dear. I closed it already, but the Endless March, that was obviously, yes, a buff, or it was kind of like a new feature to the Endless March, but base health decreased from 2,500 to 1,000, so that is quite a big reduction in the health. And maximum amount of units per group is decreased from 12 to 10. So yes, it's gotten a nice boost to it, kind of like an extra power stone, the damage reduction. But yes, there are some nerfs there in work as well. How do I do the quiz? You do the quiz by clicking the link and then just answering. I believe it does require a Google account, I'm pretty sure, but they're easy to make on the fly if you don't have one. But if you're trying the first quiz is actually already closed, I believe. We tend to close the quizzes as a new one is opened. So, does anybody want some really... There you go. Where's the link? Anti-Viper. Excellent. The quiz 2 link is there. Here's some interesting info from actually that quiz number 2. The responses. So what unit are you guys waiting for the most? 28% are waiting for... I should have guessed. I mean, I thought for a moment there was something else, but no. It's the dragon, the storm dragon, obviously. We'll have a look at those actually. If I don't remember, remind me. For the last 10 minutes of the stream, we can have a look at the new units. We'll do some spinning with them. Actually, no. We had a problem. We had an issue with the screen and everything. So we'll do that. We'll have the fight night up until the normal time, and then we'll have a look. So at 8 o'clock on the dot, we will 8 o'clock my time. So in about 45 minutes, we'll then have a look at the new units. So we'll stretch the fight night to as long as possible. And actually, I have to hope that this screen doesn't freeze again. It's extra hassle. And I kind of felt that it was just pure luck that it started working after I restarted everything. So anyway. Selling whatever you're selling, yes, Crucible. No, please, no more dragons. And this new dragon, wow, it's something. Wow. I mean, it's cool. We'll see it in action in a moment. We'll see it in action in a moment. So, what else were people waiting for? Next, 23.8 of you are waiting for the Wind Reaver. That was the unit that pulls the enemy over and then shreds them. And after that, 15% of you are... 15%... Right, it's difficult to say. I can't make out the difference in those colors. I think 15% of you actually say, I only like the old units. Granted, I mean, the old units, they're solid, they're good. And if you're an old player, then obviously you're going to have more of them available. So obviously, first era's round, you might not be able to get all the units leveled up to the same level as your old units if you had an old account. But, ooh, we have a dragon there. Ronin. That seemed to be quite effective against my Endless March. But I think those hammer throws are quite powerful now. We need more abominations. Oh, you mean like the Untamed Beast and the Devourer? More chaos units and more nature units, yeah. Column unit that chased the ring. Yeah. Yes. More chimeras. Maybe a space dude who got lost. Oh, maybe. How are the likes? Where are we on the likes? Oh, 136. Yeah, not bad. We might actually make the 150. I'd be kind of disappointed if we don't, because we have 300 people signed up for the fight night. So, but I imagine there's quite a few people who just can't make it. I mean, depending on where you live, you might be at work, you might be at school, you might be asleep, all kinds of stuff. But if you manage to sign up, that's cool. It's great. Thanks for new units and new power stones, but to improve the game, Uni should release new game modes like clan wars and tournaments with cap for level, units, card shoppers. Yeah, well, there might be an interesting feature coming up soon. Tell you more about that yet, but it's something few folks have been wanting. Ooh, look at that! The Blessed Bombot really helped out my Endless March. The Endless Marchers need more mind control units. No. Yes, quite a few folks will know the unit I dislike the most is that demon flower they call the Mind Corruptor. So, green-headed swordsman that can't seem to run in the right direction sometimes runs off the screen. More ghosts, maybe when die control units. Yeah. Queen Cleopatra seems to be doing. Oh well. Oh no. Ranged units are super good. There was actually somebody asking about that. Why the Devourer that's being way too overpowering. But as we can see, the Devourer, if you have a set of ranged units, and ranged units take down the Devourer so easily. I mean, even a relatively well-leveled up group of a single unit group of archers make short work of the Devourer. Any word if any errors have been removed from rotation? Not sure about that. That would be something. I shall now open a new notepad, and I will put that question in there. See if I can get that checked. I kind of have a feeling that no, none of the errors have been taken out of the rotation. So we have all the old errors plus the new Festival of Veils error. So 5 then. Yeah. Tentacle monsters? Why are people of culture? We are people of culture? No. Jokes aside. A giant octopus, maybe. A giant octopus. I was going to say that we don't really have any kind of like water-themed stuff, but actually we have the Tide Shaman. That Tide Shaman, obviously that would be exactly the octopus's friend. Yeah, War Elephant. And then one of you had the idea quite a long time ago, but then we mentioned it on the stream. A couple streams ago, I mentioned that there was a really neat idea that somebody had, and I couldn't remember who it was, but so on. But then they were in the stream, in the chat, the idea of having a knight on a horse, and, you know, kind of like how well, it'd be, you know, a knight on a horse, and then when it dies, and the horse actually dies, and then it's just the knight. So it would kind of like the horse knight would then spawn a knight. Then, you know, fight with that. Would be a cool idea. Would it be possible to get all chests in rotation? The Halloween event units have stagnated since the chests aren't available outside of gems. Yeah. Tide Shaman seemed a little underwhelming in the video. Hope he's stronger than he looks because he's cool. Yeah, well, I mean, Tide Shaman I don't think is like one of your frontline backbone to the army, but definitely a good support unit, something to put behind the front line. Basically, it's working kind of like how a druid would work, behind the front line and healing those here and there. The Tide Shaman would be popping out the globes of water, and they would, as they go along, they'd first heal your units, and then as it passes through them, then it starts damaging the enemy units. So it's kind of neat. Joe Lanny. 2 words. Land sharks. Oh no. What were the cheesy movies? The movies, the ones with the sharks and the tornadoes. Sharknado or something. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, Pyro Bebop. That's it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Jaws was honestly cheesy too. It wasn't back when it came out. That was state of the art shocker movie, that was. All of them. But yeah, I agree. It might look cheesy nowadays. There's no CGI in it, you see? It's all real. All real like back in the day. Nobody's reminded me to drink. I just realized I'm quite thirsty. What time is it? It is half an hour. Not till the end of the stream, till the end of fight night, and then we'll have a look at the new stuff. We'll extend the stream, and that will be my apology for the slight technical hiccup. But it seems to be going well now. I mean, we had the technical hiccup earlier. I had the system, it was running for about 45 minutes. So I had it running already about 20 minutes before the stream started. That's when I got it fixed the previous time. And now it's been running now for well over an hour. An hour and 15 minutes now. Quiz 2 still open, can't see the link. Annie Viper's got you there. Have a quick look. Yeah. Just having a look at the Discord, seeing if there's any major issues about the stream or anything. Everything seems to be going well. 7 more likes. Guys and gals. 7 more. Viewable fight night list possibility on horizon. It is on the horizon. It is most likely very possible. I was planning to get something done for today, but then I started getting these technical issues, and they took up all my time. And so I didn't have time to look into that. But I think the list is more than likely possible. Buff TGs, buff Thorn Guards. Choice. I like Order Faction, but they have too much range troop like Archer, Axe Throwers, Arcane Archer, and now Storm Guard should be Chaos. Yeah. Yeah, granted, Storm Guard could have just as well been in Chaos. Kind of elements of both really, but you know. This is an old idea I have in streams a while back. A mythic cat unit that starts off asleep and only activates when hit by an enemy unit. Then it zooms around and chases a red dot. Oh yeah. I can't imagine if you could control the red dot. Ooh. 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 I figured Storm Guard would be nature like Stormcaller. Yeah. Yeah, all those hybrid units, they're only in the Festival of Veils. That's kind of like the idea of that era. You have these hybrids, and then with the Power Stones you can change them and so on. But yeah. I mean, to be honest, there are lots of units that could be in multiple different factions, so wow. Beat. But it looks as though my win rate is better than what it's been before, so we're at 72, which is nice. I mean, if it was round 50, then that would mean that we're perfectly balanced with the viewers, so that's interesting. Adding one use abilities used by hand, like a stun touch of your finger when you touch a specific spot, and you stun damage or do something to the enemy team. To be honest, that is an idea that has been toyed with at some point. It would move the game quite a bit away from the idle style battling that we have now. Don't think we'd be doing that, but anything's possible. Anything's possible. What's going on here? Chepsur. Ooh. Where did that plague come? Oh yes. Oh yes. Plague bearers. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, it doesn't look too good for me. One hammer thrower and none. Question about the artifact shards. After getting level 5 of the artifact, will I get shards of that artifact? Currently, at the moment, yes, but there is a change coming to that as we're starting to get more players with the full artifacts. There aren't many of you yet. There are a few. Yeah, you re-roll the stats actually with the fragments. I think the artifact shards. I think they mean the actual artifacts. So artifacts themselves. So yeah, at the moment you can get them, but there is a change coming to that. So So don't worry, there is a change coming. Flint from the clan. Boo! A scary bunch. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Not sure how this is going to go yet. Not very well. Will there be more starter packs? At the moment, there's starter pack for is like one time. Possibly there'll be new starter packs at some point, but they won't be starter packs then, because the idea is that it's a one time for each player. You have one starter pack, but there might be similar types of things, but they wouldn't then be starter packs. They'd be some other pack. Oh, there, just for curiosity, what happened with, you probably mean Ulthar, not Luther. Ulthar. Ulthar, he went on and upwards in professional career type stuff, and started a new career doing other stuff. Mass hammers OP. Yeah, they're effective, but it's only a few hits from a good catapult, and those hammer throws are gone. It is now 22 minutes to the top of the hour. Ingvar Yelle or Jelle. I've been waiting and waiting for my fight, then went in the game to do a raid, and I saw I already had 500 new gems. Oh dear. Well, you're gonna have to scoot. Well, wait to the end of the stream, and then rewind, scoot that video back, and find your battle. Not a lot of people are winning. I would have to say there are quite a few that are winning, actually. My win rate is only 59%, though it is a sliding win rate, so it's not telling the situation from the whole of the stream, the whole of the fight night. If some of you don't know yet how the win rate works, it's what we call a sliding win rate, so it's not a total win rate. So what it does is it takes into account a certain amount of battles you've done. It's probably not a very large amount. I mean, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, something like that. And then the last few that you've done, they've got more weight to them. And what that then gives you is a very much more reactive win rate. So if it was like a total win rate of the whole season, of the whole time you've ever played, then the win rate might not move much when you do changes to your army. Then it would be impossible to see if you've done anything good or not. But what the more reactive win rate, the sliding win rate will give you is if you do one type of layout for a while and you start to just notice that, okay, it seems to be mostly around a certain percentage. That can go up and down. It's RNG, so that can change wildly even. But you might notice that with this army I can achieve pretty much this kind of win until your rating goes up, and then the win rate will obviously go down, and then you start losing a bit more, and then when your win rate goes down, or your rating goes down, then you start winning again, and when you rise, it's kind of like a wave on. But yeah, so you can see changes a lot more effectively. You can swap out a unit or something, and you can see immediately, very quickly, if that has an effect. Though, of course, with the RNG, selecting random opponents, then that can sometimes, even then, not be the best. 150 likes, really? Really? I only see 100. Oh, I see 150 now. Just as I scroll down to look at the likes, it changed. So, quiz number 2. Just as I'm about to close it, I got another response. Well, quiz number 2 is now closing. Quiz number 3. Quiz number 3. And this is a quiz that I came up with on the fly very quickly because I'd run out of time to do stuff because of the technical issue I was fighting with. So, the question is a bit lighter than all the others. Oops. Let's write down quiz 3. And dropping. It's funny, this lag, by the way. I've noticed the lag is quite substantial. I'm not quite sure which I think the chat is pretty much instantaneous, but then the video is like off by 15 or 20 seconds. Good question. Yeah, I thought so. Funny question. Try to keep the answers as simple as possible, you know, because the more simple they are, then the more we'll get bunched into groups, and then we can actually see kind of like, you know, actually get some idea of percentages and stuff. Just funny random information. Like, is it work or bedroom or toilet? I don't know. It'd be funny if somebody answers shower. If there are many Nordic players out there, then one answer could obviously be sauna. Many devices are IP rated, IP68 or whatever, and they'd work in sauna as well. You should put results on Discord. Yeah, this is one of those that I could actually, you know, it'd take a little bit of work because I would want to kind of get as many bunched together so you could have like a graph or a pie chart or something. Pyro Bebop, yeah. Sauna. Alright, so I don't know, we'd just say in the States you'd say sauna. Sauna. Finish it sauna. I say it's sauna. 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 Yeah. Actually, now that's another question for another quiz. Have you been in a traditional kind of the Finnish or Nordic style sauna? And then a spin-off question: were you allowed to throw water on this electrical device that heats up? It's actually quite funny. There's lots of stories of Finns who go abroad, and they notice, like somewhere in southern Europe or even in the States, I think, have these saunas with actually the proper kind of stove with the rocks in them, and it gets hot. But then there's warnings not to throw water on it because it's an electrical device. And then you have these Finns getting in trouble for throwing water on it because everybody goes ballistic. But that's what they're for. You're supposed to throw water on them. On the stones, yeah. I want to just take a dip in the Baltic Sea, actually. I don't live near enough the Baltic Sea to go have a dip there, but yeah. No, I dislike the cold. I'm not interested in ice swimming. One more like. We already had the one like. Or did somebody take their like away? We've gone under 150. We have. We have 149 likes. We had 150 a moment ago. The quiz, the third quiz is already being dropped, so we've already done the 150 likes, so. Rabble Supreme. There I was, playing Battle Legion, knees covered in jello. We'll leave it at there. Don't need to know anymore. Americans taking pop rocks to a whole new level. Yes. Oh, sorry. I had a telephone call. While in 30,000 foot free fall. Crippenfoot? Crippenfoot? Oh. Oh dear. Anyway, actually, yeah, we should, no more quizzes. No more. We'll just leave it empty. That'll be fine. Is there a place in Discord to share some ideas about the game improvements? There is. There is a channel called Suggestions. Many comment in the suggestions that nobody reads the suggestions and nobody listens to us and so on. We do actually. I know for a fact that one of our designers is a avid suggestions channel reader. I also go through it at least a few times a week. I gather all the most interesting and the most potential and, in my opinion, most viable and proper suggestions, and they are collated and they are presented to the various teams. So they are gone through. The reason why just can't, if we started to interact and kind of like give feedback on each suggestion, that would take the whole work day of many people. So yeah. Yep, and don't forget there are the different language channels as well. Polish and Spanish and Russian, and there are quite a few. And those I don't mention in at all because I hardly speak any other languages. I speak English, obviously. I speak Finnish. I know little German, and I know very little Swedish. Unless it's the Swedish from the Muppets. I can do the chef, the Swedish chef from the Muppets. I can talk Swedish like he does. So several of my suggestions have hit the game in some form or of another. At least stand power stone would be a good stand power. What's a stand power stone? Stand power stone? Oh, you mean the power stone that kind of doesn't allow the unit to move? Yeah, I mean, lots of the ideas. It's actually quite funny. There are quite a few suggestions that have been out and about, and sometimes you get spot-on suggestions of features that we're already working on. And then we do get a lot of good ideas from the suggestions channel and other channels. Support tickets. You can always also write in a support ticket. I more than happily read suggestions from there as well. But if it's easier to use Discord, then do use that. It's just as good. Your ideas and information come through just as well through the Discord suggestions channel. Oh, 9 minutes to go till the end of the stream. About 10 minutes. 9 minutes. Renedrido 2.0. Hello from Lima, Peru. Hello. Hello back to you from Tampere, Finland. Swift, Traplight, fantastic company for listening to its players. I also had a few suggestions implemented into the game. Yay! It is nice when you notice that some feature in the game is something that you suggested or has elements of some suggestions that you've had. It's cool. Not looking forward to Resurrect on the drummer. Ooh! Resurrect on the drummer. Excellent. Wow. Well, what units do you think would benefit from the last stand? Oh, is that the Power Stone you meant? The stand Power Stone, Rabble Supreme. Oh, it was. I didn't notice that. The line jumped and I didn't read it all. You did mean the last stand Power Stone. Excellent. But what unit would benefit from the last stand Power Stone? That was a Power Stone that when the unit receives the killing blow, it actually doesn't kill it, but it's left with 1 health point. Hardly anything, but still alive. And it is immune. I think it was like immune to everything, or at least to damage. Or 1.5 seconds, so 1.5 seconds. What units do you think would benefit from that? Something that can do like good damage in 1.5 seconds. For a moment there, Crucible turned into Charlie Sheen. I don't know. Yeah, the arcane blades. I mean, I was thinking the same. Swarm unit, something really fast, but I don't know. 1.5 seconds. That's not long. Not long at all. Unless I don't think there was anything saying that it couldn't be healed and saved in that 1.5 seconds. So that could give you a chance if it was like a an order unit and you had the crown. That would give you a small chance of the crown activating and giving him more health and then continuing. Warhounds plus last stand, horn immunity, leech ascension 3. Yeah, dumb. Well, we'll see. If something does get dumb, then it will be balanced. Thrill. Odd one to pronounce. Doesn't look good for me. It didn't look good for me. Roots are the best unit for last stand. Roots in the wall. Actually, yeah, the wall. Yeah. Roots are funnier. They don't take any damage. Yeah, last stand would be good on Arcane Archer or the Spear Angel. I think you probably mean the Celestial Spear. When it's on them to close the match, yeah. But I mean, that's just it. 1.5 seconds. Is that enough time for them to do an attack? I mean, that might be just enough time for them to warm up for the attack, and then that's it. I think it'll be most effective on a unit when it manages to get some form of heal in that 1.5 seconds. Though it can last for longer, because I mean, it was like they get 1 health point and they're immune for 1.5 seconds. If nothing attacks them, then 1.5 seconds is over. They'll still be alive, they'll just not have any immunity. So it's a unit that's not attacked. I don't know. New unit preview. Yeah, we'll get to that in just a few minutes. We'll let the fight night run to the very end of what we'd call the normal stream. So that's in about 3 minutes. And then I shall spin up our development build of the game. And we shall have a quick look at the new units. Actually have each one kind of like fight some form of basic army. What happened? I thought you said last stream that Righteous Surge would get nerfed soon. Well, you see, that's what I would imagine. Because if there are units that are overpowering, way too overpowering, then they will, if the data supports it, then they will get balanced, either nerfed or buffed, depending on how they work. So well, we'll see. Edric Cruz. Never seen myself in any fight night. That is sad. The fight night basically works. At the moment, we're getting about 300 people joining. We had a super long battle news, and then we wasted about 5 or 10 minutes with restarting all the systems. So there was quite a bit less time now for the fight night, which is a shame. Basically, when it's not an era change coming up, when it's just a normal season change, then we have more time for the fight nights, and then it's better chance to get it. But what's done is we get the 300 contestants roughly. I then shuffle the list, so it is purely random as to who gets to the top of the list and who then is able to fight. But again, RNG, it can mean it can take a long time for you to fight, or then some folks fight every single time. Yes, that's a spear. I have fun making up my own names. Yeah, well, I mean, that's another thing. Because we do have the game in various languages. I'm not 100% sure how the unit names, when they're translated into something else, they can kind of be a bit different from what they are in English. And then when that player knows the name of it in, for instance, German or something, and then they talk to somebody again in English, then they might translate in their own mind the German version back into English, and then it might be way off from what it really is in English. So, anyway. So yeah, we are pretty much at the end now. We'll do one more battle after this, and then we shall stop the fight night. And then we shall look at the new units. Second to last battle, I got victory. Will I get the last victory or not? We're against Rebel 771. Looks as though I won't be getting the victory. This does not look good for me. Actually, it seems to be turning now. If I get those hammer throws on that Devourer, then that's it. Oh! Can I use double last stand? I think last stand was unique, so you can only have one. Right, so that was the end of the fight night. I shall, in fact, lost my mouse. Where's my mouse? It's gone. There it is. I shall now close the event. And now all who did not participate will now also get the 100 gems. They're issued now. So all battle gems are issued. Wins, draws, losses, and no battles. Quiz gems and the art gems, they'll be issued tomorrow. Right, let's hop out of there. Start. Last stand not listed as unique. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure how it would work then. If you had two of them, because the idea of the Power Stone is obviously that one, the unit won't die at the end. Then you get the... Yeah, you might get more time then. Oh, what do we have there? What do we have there? We have a Storm Dragon, level 20. I'm not going to put crazy levels on these because if you notice, this this account is in rank 1 with 90 ratings, so the enemy is not going to be overly powerful. This is on our dev server. I have no idea. I'm supposing there has to be some form of opponents to get. Why did I collect those? Oh, let's see. Let's have a look. The dragon first. Oh! You see the double action there? Pushing back enemies with the breath and electrocuting. I think bigger than Frost. Put it together so we can see. Do we have enough army points to put 2 mythics on the field? Yes, we do. Somebody wanted to see, but do I have the Frost Dragon? Yes, I do. I can get it. Oh, I only have 9,999 shards for it. They're actually about the same size. Well, the Lightning Dragon might be just a little bit longer. They're about the same size. Okay, some of you heading off. Good night, Necron. So yeah, in theory, you could have 4 dragons battling at the moment. So as mythics, you can only have 2 mythic of the same unit, 2 mythics. Anyway, there we go. Those were the 2 dragons we have. And then let's have a look. What other units did we have? The Reaver. The Wind Reaver, let's give him level 20 as well. See what he does on his own. Kind of depends on what kind of army we get against him, so. Oh, look at that. Ooh, ooh. Took care of those dogs pretty well. Ah, archers. They were far back. But not bad. Not bad for a single unit there. Have a look, another look at that. Ooh, just too many of them. There we go. There we go. What else do we have? What else do we have? Just checking the no, there's the Endless March. Ah, Earth Wardens. Let's give them level 20 as well. Now here you'll see how they work. Should we zoom in a bit? There we go. See how they turn into statues for a while. They can block off areas. I don't know. Oh. Bye, peoples who are leaving. Bye-bye. Those who are going, bye. They look big because the battlefield is smaller in lower ranks. Yes, the battlefield does. It is smaller. It always grows slightly until you get the maximum army points. Every single time you get an army slot, an army point. So those at the top there, the points. Every single time you get another point, the battlefield grows slightly. So that's why they are looking a little big. Right, what else do we have? Tide Shaman. Now, should we actually do kind of like that? So you kind of get an idea for this. There we go. Let's see what this looks like. Look at that. There, you see the orb. It heals and damages other units. Obviously, it won't do anything to the statues. Somebody's asking for the quiz number 3 link. Where is it? There we go. There it is. I shall send it. That's the quiz 3 link. There you go. Let's see then. What else do we have? What else do we have? Well, we have the stone. Maybe we should then also, you know, have a unit over here. So. Oh, we didn't have anything we needed fighting. Okay, so there's a little bit of testing here, a little bit of testing. There. We take that away. Should we pop in there with them? About those. Right, let's see if we can get some. Oh, that's funny. There we go. Lightning took care of those dogs, but now we're out of the range. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you can you get the idea there. Wardens, yes, Wardens. Where are the Wardens? Should we put the Wardens in with the stone? Where are the Wardens? There we go. Oh, I haven't recruited any yet. We'll put them to level 20 as well. Ah. Ooh. Some nice knockback there. That is some nice knockback. Oh yeah, those were storm guards, not the wardens. Ooh. Where are they? I've lost them. No. Earth Wardens. Well, we had the Wardens already. Who were these guys? Knockback projectiles are always fun. Yes, they are. They are. They're nice. Oh, look at that. You can see there. You can see how much the Brute lost at least 25% of his health from the Tide Shaman's bubbles alone, the orbs. We'll do another one of those. Put the stone behind the wind guy. Or the wind reaver. Let's try that. But I mean, I think these are, you know, these are some interesting new ideas to the units. Was it that one? See what happens now. Well, I think the Wind Reaver can pick up brutes, but there we go. Effective. Effective. The bubble is healing the tablet. I mean the stone. The stone. Well, it is a construct. So that must mean a support unit that conjures large orbs of water that slowly travel through the units, healing friendly units and dealing damage to enemy units while slowing their movement speed. Well, I would have to say that that's probably by design, that it does heal constructs. There are some changes with that. For instance, the Battle Drummer. I think the Battle Drummer, wasn't that just changed that also helps constructs? Why do I remember something like that? Anyway, that was pretty cool. Is there anything else you want to see? Earth Wardens plus rare construct artifact. Oh, you mean the... Yeah, because Earth Wardens are constructs, so they would benefit from the hammer, the Arcane Reconstruction Hammer. Shall we try it? Yes. Yes. There we go. Let's get some more so that we can actually see if we can get some reproduction going. Oh, we maxed that out. Yeah, they'll be fine. So we have the hammer. If I had a hammer in the morning. And what did we want with the hammer? Earth Wardens. Earth Wardens, where are you? There we go. Pop them there. Are we ready? Then let's zoom in a bit and see if we can spot any. I'll also slow it down a bit. We see any? They're too effective. They're not even. Well, one turned into a statue, but I think we've got them all there. So one did spawn. They're all there, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Were there 6 originally? No, there were 7. It is a construct, isn't it? Wind Reaver plus Great Hammer. Oh yes, Great Hammer and Wind Reaver. Not actually 100% sure when that kind of construct would then actually spawn another unit, because it's actually turning into something else. Did it actually spawn? I don't know. That's something I have to check. Yeah, Soup's on point. I don't know. It might be that that unit simply will not work with... collected those again. With those, because these don't in effect actually die. They spawn into statues that disappear. I don't know. I'll have to find out. Is there anything else you want to try? You want some more dragon? That's actually quite effective. Yeah, those dogs don't last long. We'll do one more. Wind Reaver and Thunderstone plus Great Hammer. We'll do that. So... oh. Great Hammer. Should we just level that up as well? I mean, just a little bit. Not much. Just level. Oh, way too much. That's pretty good. It'll be fine. So we wanted... what did we want? What did we want? No, it's the Wind Reaver and Thunderstone. How's that? Oh look, the kind of the vortexy, twirly, windy thing is quite big now. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're pulling all the way from the back as well. Yeah, but you see, ranged units, they can be quite effective. Let's see, what do we get now? More ranged units. see now. Oh, we're stuck on. It's the same guy. Ray. There we go. Not the best when it's on its own against lots and lots and lots of enemies. I think this would do well just behind something a bit more tanky. Why the archers did not get pulled. They were being pulled, but it can't pull everything at once, so it kind of targets some of them. There's probably a max amount that it can pull at one go, but it seems to be able to pull a few. But if we get something, you know... Well, what were they? They were these. And if we pull that there... How's that look? Now they target those, and now we can... Yeah. Now it's pulling them one at a time. Victory! He needs a guard to stay alive. Yeah, I mean, it's just the same like with most of these type of units, like Stormcaller. On its own, will not survive, especially against a swarm. You get something tanky to absorb the attacks, then... Yeah, like that. I don't know if you can see, you can just make out the stone has a faint outline that you can just see. You can just see the outline there, just where the brute is now. You can just see the outline where the lightning will go. And I think it was in the details that it actually requires active attacking from the enemy for it to react. So if an enemy is just running and walking by it, then it will not get rank up. You see, the battlefield got a bit bigger. Yeah, it pulls one by one. Do one. There was one more. He said something up. Put Drain Spirit with Earth Wardens in front. Oh, we need to... Yes, this is what... Okay, it seems pretty good in the journey levels as well, so... Those of you who haven't gotten into the journey yet, then... Wind Reaver, that combination seemed to do pretty well in the first one. What did we want? We wanted the Draining Spirit. Oh dear, we only have 10,000 shards for the drain. We'll make it level 20 like everything else. Well, like that. It didn't show our teleport rune. No, not showing power stones. There's just so many and it'd be difficult to get through them all. But that went well. Didn't really see it. Yep. Now the Draining Spirit. Yeah, the Draining Spirit, it killed off the Earth Wardens too quickly, and then the ranged units we're able to target the Reaver and take some down quickly. Maybe not the Draining Spirit there. That's probably not the best. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we are now 25 minutes past. We had a long stream today. So these are coming. When will there be new journey next era? New journey levels? I don't know. I do not know. I can certainly push forward requests for new journey levels. So anyway, hope you've all had a nice time. I've had a pretty nice time, except for the technical difficulties. They're never nice. That's about it for today. If you have any questions and so on, Discord, good place to ask them. And dude, the Draining Spirit speeded up the attack speed of the tablet. The Draining Spirit attacks, yes, battling. You see, yeah, that's what the Draining Spirit would do. Anyway, excellent, great stream. 2 weeks until the next one, and there is a possibility that that will be on a different day than Wednesday. It might be on Thursday. Not 100% sure yet, but we'll see. But 2 weeks from now, we'll see you again, and we'll see what Season 2 will be bringing us. So, have fun, guys. Catch you later.